Hello dears, let's learn the essential rules for writing C programs. First, each instruction in C should be written as a separate statement. These statements are complete sentences that tell the computer to perform a specific task, and the program is a series of statements that execute in the same order. Like reading a book, a computer starts at line 1 and proceeds downward unless control statements change the flow. Blank spaces are used to improve readability. As shown in the example, writing A equals B plus C, with spaces, is much easier to read. But remember, spaces are not allowed in variable names or keywords, and program statements are written in lowercase. As shown, keywords int, float, and printf, and C is a case-sensitive language. C is a free-form language, and there are no strict rules about the sequence of statements. Indentation and spacing are just used for readability. And finally, every statement must end with a semicolon. As shown in slide, the semicolon terminates a statement and indicates where it ends. If a semicolon is missed, your program will not run. Let's see these rules in action. On the right, we have a program that calculates simple interest. As shown at the bottom right, it takes user input for principal, rate, and time, calculates the simple interest using the formula, and displays the result. Let's connect rules to code. See the top right line int main. All statements are written in lowercase. Rule 4. Lines 6 to 11 contain the printf and scanf functions. Here, each instruction is a separate statement, and if you look at the end of each line, they all end with a semicolon. Rules 1 and 6. Look at line 10. Proper spacing improves readability. The programmer used spaces to make the code look clean. Rule 3. Finally, the calculation was performed and printed using the printf statement. Statements are executed in the same order they are written. Rule 2. Now learn about comments in C programming. Comments help us understand code better. A program can run without comments, but comments make code easier to read and understand. Imagine reopening a program after 6 months. Without comments, it may be hard to remember what it does. Comments help to understand code, improve readability, assist other programmers, and make maintenance easier. Comment is ignored by the compiler and does not affect program execution. As shown in the slide statement, start with asterisk. The compiler skips this line completely. There are two types of comments in C: single-line comments and multi-line comments. In C, a single-line comment starts with://. Everything written after, on the same line is treated as a comment. As shown, single-line comments are useful for short explanations. A multi-line comment begins with asterisk and ends with asterisk, as shown. Multiple-line comments are useful for longer descriptions. Inside comments, we can see different types of written text. All are valid because the compiler ignores comments completely. Nested comments are not allowed in Circa as shown in the example. The compiler ends the comment at the first asterisk, causing an error. Comments help us explain program logic, document information, improve teamwork, and make debugging, maintenance, and future understanding easier. They do not affect program output. Let's discuss another important concept. The main function is the starting point of every C program. Execution begins from the main, and without it, a program cannot run. See the structure of the main function, which contains statements inside curly braces, which define its block. Main is the function name, shows it as a function, marks the start, and marks the end. All statements are written inside these braces. Execution always starts from main. It is the heart of a C program and provides the starting point for execution. Technically, it is a block of code designed to perform a specific task. You can in a diagram. A function name and a pair of parentheses. Let's quickly revise. Main is the entry point of every C program. Execution always starts from the main function. All program statements are written inside braces. Main is a function. No main, no program execution. Actually, the main function specifies where the computer starts, making it one of the most important parts of C. The last slide is the printf function, which is used to display output on screen in C. The general syntax consists of a format string with text and format specifiers. Common specifiers are %d for integers, %f for floating point, and %c for characters. The printf function can print not only variables but also the results of expressions. Here, 3 plus 2 is evaluated and displayed. Escape sequences like n are used to move the cursor to the next line and improve output formatting. Printf matches the format string with variables and displays the output. Printf is declared in the stdio.h header file. Format specifiers must match the variable types. If the type does not match, the output may be incorrect.